But now Xenoblade Chronicles 1 is in my itinerary. And man, I feel like that game set a whole different standard for me when it comes to JRPG stories and voice acting. If you played 1 as well, then I think you can agree with me here. That game has some of the best voice acting to ever be featured in an RPG, period. There's very few games I played that come close to that level of emotion, passion, actual immersion in how those characters interact with themselves. And damn, to be honest with you, I didn't expect 2 to hold a candle to it in the slightest. And I do feel like 1's voice acting is still far better, but 2 doesn't have its, it doesn't have its, like, it's got some good moments to it. It does. I mean, there's some moments also in 2 that make me want to completely gouge out my ears with a fucking ice pick. But the few moments that are actually good in 2, I'll give it credit there. But there's just certain places where you just don't feel the emotion like you did with 1. There were just certain characters, scenarios that gripped me more than any RPG I've ever played, man. Like, and I played a lot of RPGs, especially when I was younger. And damn, Xenoblade 1, man. And also, let's talk about story. Now, this is kind of a hard one to judge since I didn't finish 2 yet. But Xenoblade 1's story, after that game, I've never seen Shulk in the same way, or any of the characters from that game. When you find out certain things, it honestly, my brain going through that game was fucking scattered. It is, if you haven't played Xenoblade 1 now, I mean, to be honest with you, you have no fucking idea what the hell's going on. It's fucking madness. And so, with that standard out of the way, going into 2, I gotta say that so far, you know damn well that something bigger is going on underneath the scenes than what they make it seem. Because if you played 1, you know what happens. You know what the hell's really going down. You know who Shulk is, or rather, what Shulk is. Oh my god. How in God's name is Xenoblade 2 going to trump Xenoblade 1's plot twist, the actual true story? I don't know how they're going to do it. And to be honest with you, I think that they set themselves up for failure in regards to having the story be better than 1. Because 1's story, especially when you find out at the very end what really happened, to me, that plot twist was the craziest plot twist I've ever fucking seen in my life. And not only is it just the story that made that plot twist crazy, but the voice acting. When Shulk screams, you feel it. I teared up at some points in that game. And then the music. Oh my god, 1's music, it had a limited amount of tracks. I mean, they kind of used the same tracks throughout multiple scenes in the game, but it hits you every time. Dixon? Oh my god, man. 2, I think, has a very big pair of shoes to fill.
Good.
I hope to God that it'll be able to do so, man. I mean, if you guys have beaten 2 by now, maybe you know where I'm coming from with this whole thing. Am I going to be disappointed? With 1 story, the plot twists, the true reveals, or am I going to be able to expect something similar to that? I mean, in Xenoblade 1, there's a character named Egil, and oh my god, every time Egil came on the scene, my heart stopped. God damn. So,